What's up guys? So you're here because you want to make this little guy look as Hollywood as possible. Well, it's not enough just flying him super smoothly through the sky. You're going to need filters. Now that the Mavic Mini has manual settings in video, which I did a film about right here, you can actually use this pack of filters that Freewell kindly sent me out, and it includes a couple of NDs, a circular polarizer, and polarized NDs, which is awesome. Now you're asking me, Phil, why do I need this? Well, an ND, generally you put it over your lens and it darkens the whole image all at once. Now, I've got one on my camera right here and I can show you. This is lightening the image, this is darkening the image right there. Now, why would you need this? Well, you need it to keep cinematic. You should generally follow the 180 rule, which basically states that if I'm filming at 25 frames, I should have a shutter speed of 50. If I'm on 60, I should have a shutter speed of 120. It's really that easy, and if you don't keep to that, you're going to have very jittery footage. This guy on auto will auto expose all your video settings, so it's going to have a huge frame rate, especially today in this harsh sun, which mean everything's jittery and it will not have this beautiful motion blur. It'll be like, it's going to be horrible. I'm going to show you a few examples of what that looks like. And it does not look cinematic. So once again, ND filter will darken your whole image, bringing down your frame rate so you can have natural motion blur like they do in Hollywood films. The polarizer, that's pretty cool. The polarizer will darken your sky, so it'll make it like really nice and blue. It'll give it this kind of, this little punch, like, you know, it's gonna look beautiful. At the same time, a polarizer gets rid of unwanted glare. So you can get rid of unwanted glare on water. There's some pretty cool lakes back there. Actually, today is awesome because I've been waiting to do this film for ages. One, you know, this whole world shut down thing. And two, it's been raining like crazy in Poland. This is like the first sunny morning. I think I only have 2 hours. Anyway, off topic. The polarizers will get rid of glare, for example, on water. So I'm flying over the lakes. I'll be able to see like deeper into them. It will get rid of glare on like glass on front of the, you know, car windows, building windows. You'll be able to get rid of like reflections. That's pretty cool. Now, generally all metallic, non-metallic surfaces will work. You can also have, like you do in this pack, a ND polarizer. So you're darkening the whole image. You can get the punch in the sky, make it darker, and you can get rid of glare. I mean, that is absolutely fantastic. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this little guy in the air, and I do recommend putting the filters on when it's off, because when it's off, you can see I can flip this little camera around as much as I want, and it's not going to fight me. If you turn it on, you try to put it on, you're going to damage your gimbal in some way. So make sure you put on the filter when it's off. We're going to jump in the studio just right now. Right, I heard you guys want to know how to put these on. It is really simple. You're gonna get out your Mavic Mini. Gonna take off the guard. We're gonna take out one of these luscious filters, which come in this kind of metal box. You guys want to check out what it looks like inside. They look like they're jewels. Look at that. How beautiful is that? So you get your ND4, your ND8, your ND16, your circular polarizer, and your PL ND. 8, 16, 32, and 64. I mainly use the 64 when it's super sunny, the 32 when it's almost super sunny, the 16 when it's kind of a cloudy sunny day, the 8 when it's cloudy, and right, that's mainly it, right? You can get like crazy NDs like ND1000 and ND2000 for like long exposure photography, but this is mainly what you need to get all cinematic. So you take one of these guys out, which is made of metal, and it's really beautiful. And it's got a little clip. Now I think I'm just gonna go into macro so you guys can see exactly what I'm doing. Remember, do it with the drone off or you will fight the gimbal. And you kind of clip it into the actual gimbal, clip it until you hear like a little click over the lens, and that is it. And you more or less do the same thing, you unclick it over the lens to get it off. And that's how simple it is to put on. I say we get back to Phil. Let's take the drone. That was really simple to put on. It just kind of, you saw it. It's easy. Now that we have it on, we're gonna in the air and see what it looks like. Yes! Right, so what I recommend doing, when you have your filter on, you've got the camera on, put it on a flat surface, and just, if you have the polarizer, twist it around. Look at the sky and see how it changes. I'll show you right here. There you go. Look pretty cool how you can actually visually see the sky getting darker, so you see you're polarizing the sky. And if you have the ND filter, you know, just make sure that if you have the ND filter on, that it's not too dark. Put it in manual mode, 1/50, 25 frames, and you'll be able to see if it, you know, looks good. If it does, then everything's fine, and you know, you should be okay. And yeah, let's fly it around, get some examples of what these different filters look like and what it looks like without the filter, so you can see that I'm not BSing you. And yeah, let's So that's basically how it looks like, and I got to tell you, these filters make a huge difference. The Freewell ones are very nicely made, just like Phil probably told you in the studio. Now these guys are so well made, you would be surprised. The cool thing with these is that they don't weigh anything really. And they're fantastically made. Every single one of them these are awesome. You gotta make sure that you get the polarizer ones with the like little circle on really well. Otherwise you might get some vignetting if it's not on properly. These ones you don't have to worry about too much, the ND ones, but these ones you gotta make sure it's on that lens perfectly nice and tight. Yeah, anyway, made really well. Even the box is like, I mean, the box is just back to Phil. See, I mean, and he knows what he's talking about. So it's definitely something I recommend if you want your Mavic Mini footage to look cinematic. Apart from being able to fly smoothly like I showed you in this film, I would recommend filters just so you can get really natural cinematic motion blur. And you can control how dark the sky gets, the reflections on the water. Yeah, you know, if you guys have any questions at all, drop them in the comments below. If you haven't liked, make sure you like. Normally I do that in, you know, if I see a Peter McKinnon film or a Peter Lindbergh film, I'm like. And if you haven't subscribed, make sure you do, because, you know, we're growing and it's pretty cool. I am mixing it up a little bit, putting in some food photography films, some B-roll films. You know, there's a lot of stuff coming, so, you know, keep your eye out and have a great day.